This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Buffalo Bills and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Singletary to get the drive started. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
58. 58. Come on. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And some room to roam now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. On first down, Allen escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Seattle. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Come on, set! 70 Lions! 53, Mike 53! Let's go, defense!
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Now a throw here to his running back. They juked him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Smith. Steps away to his left. It's caught inside the 25. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. From the red zone now, Smith. Left side complete to Lockett. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Falcons first and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 23.
Shot, 17. Field, left. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. And now, Charles, they're working with a short field, a chance to make this a two-score game. And these guys haven't even worked into a lather yet here in the first quarter.
Yeah, how about that? You score, you take it away, get an excellent return, and now you've got a chance to go up 2 scores in this game.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Watch the screen. 44's the mic. 44.
After the interception, here's Smith. And he's got it. Caught in the end end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And now it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go. Make it happen.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Drill green. Ready, go.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On second down, a run with Patterson. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Hey, what's the ball? 57's the mic. 57.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
52 blaster. 57's the mic. Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Let's go now. 10 black, 5 blue. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Here we go. 56. Mike, 56. Yellow.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Exit.
He'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Damiere Byrd, 50 yards. yards. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Smith. And a quick throw here that's complete. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Nick Ballore taking it in from a yard out. And they're able to add on to their advantage. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Gino's going to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Rashaan Evans.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. From the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far, and while you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
Check, 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 check. Check, check 43.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. Pulls it in at the 13. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Purdy now to throw off the play action. They'll roll him out right. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Set hut, yellow, 43. Striker, 3-3. Let's go.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From just shy of midfield, Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 31.
Red, yellow. Ready.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Play action, now it's Lance. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Tyler Kroft. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Niners are on the board first here this afternoon. They're the favorite, no question. And when they score like that on the opening drive to set the tone, you're the underdog on the other bench. That's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, because you can't bring the home crowd into it, because you're counting on that to be a part of your equalizer, ride their momentum. But you have to give them something to cheer for. So now what you're worried about is they're better than we are. We can't get going. Are we about to get blown out?
Good news, still a long way to go. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Get it? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Touchdown is a loss. We taking wins home. 57's the mic. Ready.
On first down, it's Smith. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. Second and 10 from the 25.
Back.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. Room here to run. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 75 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Here we go, D.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Seahawks are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point up and through by Myers, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Drill, 52.
On second down, McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
And you can get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going. That's exactly what you're looking for.
60 Regs. 60 Regs. Put that team on the bus.
Throwing his Lance on third down. Batted by the linebacker, but still adjusts and makes a catch.
Okay, right?
57. Hey, man. Watch the booth.
Lance and company going on 4th down. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 70 yards. And the Niners have taken the lead.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Smith on 3rd down. This is the tight end Fant. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Smith's throw into the hands of Fant. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Geno. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. 3rd and 2, Smith. Dancing to his left. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
They snap it to Smith. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now Gino. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds. 11 yards for number 11.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
You got nothing. Kill.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Nick Ballore with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here.
Tight end right. Alert. 3 now.
Here's Smith looking to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Lance. Oh, he'll take a shot for McCaffrey downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
56. Cut. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, Mega. 56. Mike, 56. Watch the out.
Here's Lance. Oh, he'll take a shot for McCaffrey downfield. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Finding space at the 40. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, 74 yards. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
Mike 48. Liking 18. You don't know no better. Hustle. Go.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
Here he goes. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. We got trick. We got 3.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. That's to his running back, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
Let's go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Oh, you got D? Hey, Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Check. Lucky.
Now Smith on 3rd and goal. Being chased out left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Watch out.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. And this is caught. Jennings. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From midfield, here's Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they... EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Cleveland Browns. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Let's go.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Second down, here's Chubb again. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Always got some breathing room. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb